Are you ready?
Ready.
Good. So please close your book. Close your book right now. Okay, my first question is, what is 暴力的 in English? And you have to spell that word. What is 暴力的 in English? And you have to spell that word. Okay, are you nervous? No? Okay. Number 14. 14, 14号. It should be 温凯芬. 温凯芬. Okay, please tell me your answer. What is the English of violent? 暴力的. Violent. Okay, how do you spell violent? V-I-O-L-E-N-T. Great, good job. Okay, my second question. What is 平等? 平等 in English, and how do you spell 平等, that word in English? Starting with E, and ending with Y. Okay, okay. So number 10. Okay. Please share your answer with us. What is 平等 in English? Anyone wants to help her? Equality, right? Like, everyone say, repeat after me. Equality.
Equality.
And how do you spell equality?
E-Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y.
Yes, very good. E-Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y, 平等. Last question. What is 惹怒 in English? What is 惹怒 in English? Starting with A. Sorry. Vocabulary list. Okay, so what do you want to do? Okay, carry on. So what is the no in English? Starting with A, ending with Y. Okay, everyone ready? Okay. 12. 陈玉婷. Okay, Li Zhen, your turn. What is the no in English? A-N-N-O-I, great. And in English? Annoying, right? Please sit down. Everyone, please repeat after me. Annoying. How do you spell annoying? Right, A-N-N-O-I. Great, everyone. So now, I will give you handouts. I'll give you handouts. And later on, I want you to discuss with your classmates about Unit 4, okay? So everyone should get one worksheet. So today, we'll learn Unit 4, Malala, Stronger Than Violence. Please open your book to page 84 to 85. Before we start that, can anyone tell me, actually, do you guys know who Malala is? Do you guys know who Malala is?
Girl.
It's a girl, right? And then, anything else? She is a what? Female student. Okay, yeah. Good try. Female student. and she is a young educator, right? She is a young female educator. Okay, my second question. Where does she live? Where does she live? Pakistan, right. She lives in Pakistan. So today, we're going to learn the early life of Malala and what she has been doing right now. Okay, so let's read paragraph 1. Okay, paragraph 1. None of the 14 female students paid any attention when their school bus stopped. On the crowded roads of Pakistan, such stops were common. Okay, please underline none of the. None of the. Underline none of the. Okay, what's the difference between neither of the and none of the?
上面的是三者，
Yes,
下面的是两者。
right. When we use neither of the nouns we have should be two, okay? If we have two nouns, we should use neither. But when we have three or over than three nouns, we should use none, okay? But basically, it means no one. It means no one. So, back to this sentence. No female student paid any attention when their school bus stopped. And why? Because on the crowded roads. Because on the crowded road of Pakistan. This kind of stops. Such means this kind of stops were common. So maybe it's because of some traffic jam, right? Because it's crowded. It's crowded. And do you guys know what is the synonym? What is the synonym 同义词 of common? Usual. Great. Common. Usual. Ordinary. Very good. They are all adjectives. Okay, so such stops were common because it's crowded, maybe because of traffic jam. Alright, so carry on. Suddenly, a man wearing a mask hopped on the bus and asked, which one is Malala? So, the synonym of suddenly is all of a sudden. Yes, all of a sudden. And here, let's analyze this sentence. A man wearing a mask hopped on the bus and asked. Can anyone tell me? Can you find out which is the verb and which is the participle, which is 分词? Yes, let's find out the verb first. So, verb. Hop on, right, hop on is verb. And then, asked, right, asked. What about wearing? Yes, it's a participle, right? Wearing is a participle. So guys, please bracket. Wearing a mask. Please bracket wearing a mask. This participle phrase, 分词片语, modifies what? A man. Okay. And you can see the relation between a man and wear. It should be active, right? 它主动 active, 主动可以穿. So it should be active. We use present participle here. Good job. So far so good? Okay. And moving on. So he asked a question, which one is Malala? I want everyone to think about this. If a man you didn't know asks you a weird question, and how do you feel? How do you feel if someone you didn't know asks you the question? can say it 中文、英文 anything you want. Do you feel happy? No? Do you feel sad? Scared, right? You feel scared when someone you didn't know asks you a question, especially weird question, right? You didn't know him. Okay, carry on. No one dared to reply, so everyone is scared. No one dared to reply. But a few of the students looked toward 15-year-old Malala Yousafzai. So, another question. Do these female students know Malala? Yes. How? Why? Yes. Even though they didn't speak out, but they all look at the same direction. Right? So they obviously know about Malala. Great. And what else? The man shot her. When she found out who Malala is, the man shot her in the head and hopped off and disappeared. Then, blood dripped from Malala's head and her body fell to the floor. So it's scary. So, after reading this paragraph 1, we will think Pakistan is a safe place? No. Why? Because a man you didn't know can hop on the bus and shot you. Right? It's very scary. Okay, moving on to paragraph 2. Malala grew up in a beautiful city in northern Pakistan. Unfortunately, this region came under Taliban rule in 2008. Girls were forbidden to attend classes, and over 100 girls' schools were blown up. Okay, so this article is arranged like a movie. You see, in the first paragraph, Malala got shot. But in the second paragraph, the author set the timeline from the very beginning, right, to the year of 2008, from the early life of Malala. Okay. So here, what is the synonym of unfortunately? Unfortunately, what is the synonym? 同义词. Yes, unluckily. Unfortunately means unluckily. And what else? What does come under mean? What does come under mean? Come under. Yeah, 遭到, and it means encounter. Okay? 遭到. It means encounter. And usually, come under or came under is followed by some bad stuff like came under rule or attack. Okay? 遭到统治 or 攻击 usually. Followed by some bad stuff. And what is the meaning of forbid? F-O-B-I-D. What does that mean? 禁止. It means stop someone from doing something. You are not allowed to do the thing, right? Forbid, 禁止. Okay, let's see. So basically, Malala herself grew up in a beautiful city in northern Pakistan. Northern part. North, south, east, west. She grew up in the north part. But unluckily, that kind of place is under Taliban's control. Okay, and then, what else? Can girls go to school? No. How did you know? Yeah, blown up, and what else? Yes, they were forbidden to go to school. They cannot go to school to study, right? So, it's very scary. The place is under control and girls cannot go to school. Okay. And moving on. However, Malala's father, the school principal, urged her to stay in school in her teenage years. When many Pakistani women got married and stayed home. Here you see, however, you have to be careful. Every time you see, however, the tone has changed. So even though girls are not allowed to go to school, but Malala's father, who is he? What? Yes, he is a school principal. And what is principal? 校长, right? And can you speak in English? Right, great answer. A leader of the school, the most powerful a man or a woman in the school, okay? So her father is a principal, is a 校长. And what does urge mean? Urge. 力促或是劝别人 ask someone to do something, okay? So his father was a school principal. Asked her to stay in school for what? For what? For studying, right? For studying in her teenage years. And here, you see in the next line, when. What does when mean? It refers to in her teenage years. Yes. It actually modifies in her teenage years, okay? So it means when Malala was studying at school, other girls, other women, what do they do? Yeah, they were not allowed to go to school, and then they got married and they stayed home. Okay, moving on. He also encouraged her to discuss education and politics, subjects usually reserved for boys. Okay, what does encourage mean? 鼓励, right? You ask someone to do something, but you want to make him or her to feel more confident. You want to make him or her feel confident. It's encourage. And how to use encourage? Encourage somebody to do something, right? Encourage somebody to do something. So please underline to discuss. Do you have any questions so far? No? Okay. Alright, so education and politics, there are two subjects. And what does reserve mean? Reserve means you keep something for someone. So let's analyze this sentence. Can you tell me from he also to for boys, this sentence, he also encouraged her to discuss education and politics, subjects usually reserved for boys. What is the verb and what is the participle, 分词? Okay, give me verb first. Verb. Does encourage a verb to you? Is it a verb to you? Encourage. Is encourage a verb or participle? Yes. Yes, encourage is a verb. Encourage is a verb. So we have already had a verb. Then the reserve should be participle, right? Because we have had a verb reserved. So please bracket reserved for boys. Reserved for boys. Okay, which modifies subjects. Education and politics. So we see the connection between subject and reserve. Subject cannot keep something for someone, right? He's not a human. So it should be in passive voice, past participle. So Is Pakistan a gender equality country? Is Pakistan a gender equality country? What is gender equality? What is gender? 性别 right? What is equality? 平等. So, is Pakistan a gender equality country? No, because why? Girls can go to school and then what else? Boys can. And there are some subjects for boys. What are those? Right, education and politics. They are for boys, not for girls. So it's not a gender equality country. Okay, moving on. Thus, Malala held the belief that no one could take away others' right to education. She then became a voice for equality for female students. Okay, here. Thus, what does that mean? Into, right. So please write down the synonym of this. Right, what is the synonym of this? Therefore, and then, as a result. Consequently, yeah, consequently. Yes, hence. Great job. So these are synonyms. So, Malala held the belief, and what does hold the belief mean? Hold the belief. In English, what does belief mean? Belief. Can you change the word belief? 想法, idea, or opinion, or thought. So, hold the belief, it means you have some kind of thought or idea. Okay? And because the belief idea, thought, we didn't actually know what the detail is. We didn't actually know what the detail is. So, it is followed by a that clause. A that clause. A 名词子句, a that clause. And you have to be careful because that here cannot be neglected. You cannot ignore that. And this is the details of the belief. So, what kind of belief, what kind of idea does she have? Yes, no one can take others' right to education. What does that mean? So, who does she speak out for? Boys or girls? Girls. She speaks out for girls, right? She wants equal right to education for girls. And then she became a voice for equality for female students. What does a voice here mean? A voice. Is it a sound? Yeah, fashion. It's not a sound. It's someone who speaks out for something. Right? So she is the one who speaks out for gender equality education rights, right? Okay. So moving on to page 85. In 2009, she started writing blogs for the BBC about life in a society controlled by the Taliban. Okay, here, let's analyze this sentence first. So, can you find out the verb and participle? What is the verb? Started, right? Started is a verb. Good. Started. And what about controlled? Is it a verb or participle? Yes, it's a participle, controlled. And please, everyone, bracket controlled by the Taliban. it's a participle phrase which modifies a society. So you can see the relation between a society and the condition, control, it should be in passive voice, 被动, because a society can be controlled by someone. The society cannot control people, okay? It is controlled by someone, so it's past participle. Okay, so she started writing blogs for the BBC about life in a society controlled by the Taliban. She shared her life to the BBC. And although this annoyed Taliban leader, she continued speaking out about girls' educational rights. Here, what does this mean? This. What does it refer to? What does that mean, this? Yes, writing blogs for the BBC. So this kind of behavior really make Taliban leaders really angry, okay? Made them angry. But did she care? No, she didn't care. She couldn't care less. She just kept writing. And next, she was even interviewed on a national television. So someone invited Malala to go to a television show to share her life in Taliban, under Taliban's control. Okay, we have finished paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, and now I would like you guys to discuss question 1 to question 3 with your classmates in 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I will ask you guys to share your answer with the class. Okay? Question 1 to question 3. Question 1 to question 3. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left. We have 30 seconds. Time's up. Come on. Okay, so, what happened to Malala in paragraph 1? What happened to Malala in paragraph 1? Do we have any volunteers? Do we have any volunteers? Please. Okay, go. Yes, a man shot her and then he just disappeared. Good answer. Okay, question number 2. What did Malala's father urge her to do in her teenage years? Any volunteers? Okay, Yes, her father urged her to stay in school for her teenage years. Excellent. How about question number 3? Do we have any volunteers? Question number 3. Come on. Okay. Exactly. She wrote blogs for the BBC about life in a society controlled by the Taliban. Great, all of you. Okay, now, please open your book to page 85. Moving on to paragraph 3. When the story. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, so when her story became known, the Taliban threatened to kill her. What does that mean? It means when everyone started to get to know about Malala, when everyone knows about Malala, and the Taliban threatened to kill her. What does threaten mean? What does threaten mean? Threaten. 威胁. And what about, can you translate it into English? Threaten. Or act like you're threatening someone. Can you do that for me? Threaten. Threaten. In what kind of condition will you threaten someone? Okay, so threaten means it's like, if you don't do this, I will do very bad stuff for you. I will beat you, I will kill you, something like that. It's called threaten. Okay, it's threaten. So, Taliban threatened to kill her. And on October 9th, 2012, a gunman got on her school bus and shot her in the head. So, this is what happened in paragraph 1, right? The gunman got on the bus and shot her. So, let's see what happened next. Unbelievably, the brave girl survived the surgery at a local hospital and finally recovered in Britain after further treatment. So here, I want to ask you guys a question. Is Malala dead or alive? Yes, she is alive. How do you know? Can you give me two vocabulary words to prove she is alive? 2 vocabulary words. Survive, and then good, survive, and then recover, right? Survive and recover. What does survive mean? Yeah? To live, yes, 存活, to live. L-I-V-E, to live means 存活, right? Survive means to live. And what does recover mean? Recover in Chinese. 康复, and in English, get well, get better. Usually get well from surgery, injury, or diseases. Okay? Alright, so Malala went through a surgery in Pakistan and got further treatment in Britain. Different places, okay, different places. Moving on, her struggle attracted the whole world's attention. Many were inspired by her efforts, and over 2 million supporters worldwide signed a statement asking for equal education in Pakistan. Okay, back to page 85. What does struggle mean? Struggle means, yes, 挣扎 or 努力 or 奋斗. In English, it means hard work, difficulty, effort. Okay, so what Malala has been through, 她的一些奋斗, attracted the whole world's attention. Everyone started to know her. And page 86, here, please add a word here. What does many refer to? Many were. Actually, it means many people, right? It means many people. Many people were. They were inspired. Inspired means if I see a perfect or good person, I want to be as good as he or she is. I'm inspired by her or him. Okay. So many people were inspired by Malala's efforts. And over 2 million supporters, actually her fans, they signed a statement. Statement means 协议, asking for equal education in Pakistan. Here, we have to analyze the sentence from many to Pakistan. Can you tell me what is the verb and what is participle? Verb. Were inspired, good. And there are 2 verbs. Yes, very good. Were inspired and signed, they are verbs. And what about asking? Yes, asking is 分词, it's a participle asking. Everyone, please bracket here. Asking for equal education in Pakistan. Which modifies a statement. So the relation here is present participle, 主动, because even though a statement is not a human, 它不是人, but it can require, 它可以要求一些细节, 这个协议 it can require 要求一些细节, so it should be present participle, 它不是被动. Okay, good. Moving on. All this attention persuaded the Pakistani government to introduce a new policy that provided equal educational rights for boys and girls alike. Soon after, the Malala Fund was established to give strength and confidence to girls all over the globe through education. So all these things, Malala got shot and many supporters signed the agreement. Make the government to what? Introduce. Introduce means 引进. Introduce a new policy. And what is the details of the policy? Right, so policy means 政策. This kind of new policy actually give boys and girls alike. They all have the right to education. It means can girls go to school? Yes. They want girls to go to school right now. This is what this new policy is. Okay, and here alike, what does alike mean? Alike. It means the same or two. So they want boys to go to school and they also want girls to go to school. And next, Malala Fund was established. What is fund? What is fund? 基金会. So fund is an organization giving money to people. Okay, it's an organization giving money to people. And what is established? What is the synonym of establish? 创立, yes. Can you tell me about the synonyms? Found, good, found. And set up, good, found, set up. They are all synonyms. Okay, so the fund was established to do what? To give all over the world those girls, to give them strength. Strength means power, and give them confidence. Confidence means if you are a confident person, you believe that you can do many things. Okay, to give them power and confidence. And moving on, in 2014, Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize. At the age of 17, she was the youngest person to ever win the prize. Okay, so eventually he got a Nobel Peace Prize at a very young age. Okay. Moving on to the last paragraph. During a speech delivered by Malala, the United Nations, she shared these wise and powerful words with the world. Okay, let's analyze this sentence first. Can you tell me? Can you find out the verbs and participle? What is the verb here? Share. Right, share. And what about participle? Deliver. Good. Deliver. And please bracket delivered by Malala. Which modifies a speech. You see the relation between a speech and deliver usually has participle because a speech is given by someone. Okay, 人才可以演说，所以它是被演说。So she delivered a speech at the United Nations 联合国 and she shared some wise words. Okay, that's great. Let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. So after reading this article, what does Malala truly want? What does she want? What does she ask for? I'll give you 10 seconds. Please come up with an English sentence. Right, equal education for whom? For everyone, no matter you are boys or girls. Right, that's right. She wants equal rights to education for boys and girls, no matter who you are. Good, everyone. Now, I'll give you 2 minutes to finish question number 4 to number 8. Okay? 2 minutes. You can now share your answer and discuss the question with your group members. Alright, 30 seconds. Okay, time's up, time's up. So, question number 4. What did Malala's supporters do after she was shot and injured? Okay, do we have any volunteers? Do we have any volunteers? How about, yeah. Can you share your answer with us? Question number 4. Is it okay? How about Ms. Hongzhen? Can you share the answer with us? Question number 4. It's okay, just speak it out. Yeah. Yes, they sign what? A statement asking for equal rights. Good. Okay, you can just speak out loud. Okay, don't worry. And question number 5. According to Malala's speech, what are the most powerful weapons? Why? Books and pens. Because we don't have time. So I want to move our question to question number 7. Okay. So question number 7. Boys and girls are required to display certain kind of behaviors owing to gender stereotype. 性别刻板印象. So what are those? Volunteers? Okay. Yes, girls. People expect girls to be good at house chores and culinary works. They are good at cooking, but boys don't have to cook, right? Nice answer. Anything else? Okay, moving on to question number 8. Have you asked to do or not to do something because of your gender? How did you feel about that? Share your experience with the class. And you have to start with as a girl. Any volunteers? Okay. All right. House chores. Okay. Okay. As a girl, you are often asked to do house chores. You have to sweep the floor, do laundry, something like that. Anything else? Okay. Go ahead. To sit upright. Okay, you have to sit very still. You can bench your back, right? It's not good. Anything else? Okay. Right, about the uniform. Girls should wear skirts, but maybe you want to wear pants. Anything else? Anything else? Okay.
As a girl, I'm often asked to behave
Behave like a lady. Okay, you have to behave like a lady, but as boys or men, we don't have to behave like a man, like a gentleman, right? It's not fair. Okay, right. So this is our class, and you guys did a very good job. Excellent. So class dismissed. Thank you.